Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm Lola, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get this monochrome purple look. So I'm coming with my dry face, but don't worry, I'm going to start off using a primer. This one's by Huda Beauty and it's nice and moisturizing, and I'm using this because I'm going to actually pair it with the Huda Beauty foundation and they go nicely together. So the foundation shade that I'm using today is Mocha, and I'm just placing it onto my face using my Bobbi Brown foundation brush. And I don't know why I didn't realise that I had put too much, but clearly I've put too much, and also I've clearly tanned. I've been away living my best life in the sun this summer and clearly now my foundation is not my shade anymore. But you know what, we move, we just have to. It's too late, I've done it now. So anyway, I'm just going to go in and use a Real Techniques sponge just to absorb some of that foundation and to help blend it in a bit better. So I've blended it in, but clearly I'm still looking a bit ashy. I literally look casket ready, but don't worry, I'm just going to put some of my Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 490 to help to contour my face, to add a bit more dimension and to also warm up my skin. And so I'm just placing this concealer in the areas that I would normally contour. So my cheekbones, but I like to put it a little bit higher than my non-existent cheekbones would be, and then also on my forehead and my jawline and also my nose. And so I'm now using this contour brush. I've forgotten what it's called, but it's from MAC, and instead of making you guys watch me blend for like 10 minutes, I'm just gonna speed this bit up. I really like this brush because it has stippling bristles, so it helps with the blending of the contour shade and it stops from moving the foundation underneath. So I'm just going to use that now to blend all over, and once I'm done I'm going to move on to add a little bit of concealer. So basically I'm just blending it, as you can see, and it's already adding that warmth back into my skin, which is great. Okay, so now I'm just going in with the Real Techniques sponge again, just to merge everything nicely together so there's no harsh lines or any like lines of separation. Okay, being the donut that I am, of course I put foundation on my top. So if you see foundation on my top for the rest of this video, you know why. Anyway, we move. So I'm putting a little bit of concealer underneath my eye, basically onto the high points of my face, as I always do. This is kind of like a routine that I just always do. But I didn't actually need to, especially because the foundation that I had underneath was much lighter. So if you ever go through like a similar issue that I just went through, you don't necessarily need to do this step, you can just skip it, but I'm extra, so of course I'm still going to add some highlight. So I've put it underneath my eye, the bridge of my nose, forehead and my chin, and also a little bit where my moustache would be. And so I'm just blending that out using my Real Techniques sponge now. A tip for when you're blending underneath your eye is to use the pointy end. I'm gonna assume most of you do that anyway, but use it to focus the concealer in the center part of your face. You don't want to drag it out too far, but if you do, you want to twist your sponge and use the bottom of the sponge where there might be some leftover foundation, and you could just use that to blend everything nicely and seamlessly together. So once I've done that, I'm going to go in with my setting powder, which I'm using the Huda Beauty one today, and I believe it's pronounced kunafa. But anyway, it's kind of like a yellow banana shade setting powder, and I swear the name just reminds me of like Lion King. I don't know why. I feel like it should be a name of something from Lion King. But anyway, I just put that in the areas where I put the highlight. And so now I'm going in with my face powder, and this is the Pro Long Wear powder by MAC, and I'm just using that to blend everything nicely together and to dust off any excess powder that is still on my face. So now I'm just going to use my Smashbox contour palette to contour my face and to also add some blush. So I'm using the terracotta shade as my blush and the deeper brown as my contour. If you're a beginner or you struggle to find like shades that work for you, this is actually a really good universal palette. It works on a lot of skin tones, and it was actually one of the first palettes that I started using when I started to contour, and I still use it like today when I just want something that I know that definitely works. And the blush shade is really pretty. So once I'm happy, I'm just gonna spray my face with my Smashbox primer water. This is just gonna help to melt everything in together, and if I've used too much powder anywhere, it will help to dissolve that. So now for the fun part, the eyes. So the eyeshadow palette I'll be using today is the new Nude eyeshadow palette by Huda Beauty, and the first shade I'm going in with is called Raw, and I'm just going to place that mainly into my crease area, and as you can see, I'm tapping it and then I'm blending it out. I really like this eyeshadow palette because it's great for any kind of look that you want to do. You can use it for your everyday, and then you can use it for kind of like more glam kind of looks. So the second shade that I've put on my eyelid is the shade Kinky. I'm just using my finger because it gives more payoff. So now I'm using the colour Love Bite, and this is like a deeper purple. It's actually the deepest colour in this palette, which is not the best. I wish there was a bit more of a variety in deeper colours, but it's still a great palette anyway. You can always mix it with another palette that you have. So now the last colour that I'm going to put onto the lid is Daydream, and this is one of the unique kind of shimmers that's in this palette, which I really love, and it actually does look better when you use your finger, but today for some reason I decided to use a brush, but it still looks really nice, and it has kind of like a silvery undertone, which I think goes perfect with this look. So what do you think, guys? So now I'm going in with eyeliner, and I'm using my Maybelline Ink liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to create a small line close to my lash line and just a little bit of a flick, just to add more shape to my eye. Okay, so now for lashes. I'm going to do this off camera, but I'm wearing the Samantha lashes by Huda Beauty as well. So now I'm going in with the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette, and I'm basically just mixing all the colours. That's what I always do with this palette, but it always comes out nice, so I can't complain. And I'm just putting that into my cheekbones and my brow bone and the bridge of my nose. So now for the lips, I wanted to keep it in the family of purple, so I'm actually using Heroine by MAC. So this is the lip liner, and then I'm going to go in with the lipstick in a minute. The actual reason why I'm wearing the purple top is because I wanted to match my makeup to the purple top, but it didn't quite work out that way. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something, and also if you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, leave a comment, and also don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you don't miss my future uploads. See you guys soon. Bye!